Hello, dear friends. Peace, love, and positive energy to all of you. Welcome to a place where stories breathe. Welcome to a place where experiences speak. Welcome to a place where English becomes easy and life becomes bigger. You are listening to a podcast made with love, a podcast made for dreamers, for learners, for travelers, and for everyone who believes that life is more than one place.
That sounds so beautiful. I can really feel the warmth in your words. Dear listeners, we are very happy you are here with us today. This is not just a podcast. This is a friendly conversation, a journey of ideas, stories, and experiences.
Thank you so much. I love how you said a journey of ideas, because today we are starting a journey together. Maybe you are listening at home, maybe while walking, maybe while traveling. Wherever you are, just relax, take a deep breath, open your heart, and let this podcast travel with you.
Yes, exactly. You don't need a passport right now. You don't need a ticket, just an open mind and a curious heart. We will talk honestly, we will share real experiences, and we will learn together, step by step.
This podcast is for everyone. If you love travel, if you want to improve your English, if you want to grow as a person, you are in the right place.
Thank you for choosing us. Thank you for giving us your time. Time is precious, and we respect that. Let's enjoy this journey together.
So, dear friends, get ready, because this is just the beginning. Let me start with a simple question. Why do people travel? Why do we leave our homes and go to new places?
That's a very important question. People travel because something inside them is calling. Some people travel to escape stress. Some travel to learn. Some travel to discover the world. And some travel to discover themselves. I really like the word you used, leave our homes, because when we leave our comfort zone, we grow.
Yes, exactly. Leaving the comfort zone is not easy, but it is powerful. I believe people travel because routine makes life small. Travel makes life bigger.
That's a beautiful sentence. Travel makes life bigger. And it's very true. When you travel, your mind opens. You see how other people live. You understand that your way is not the only way. This builds tolerance, patience, and respect.
Let's talk clearly about benefits. What do people really gain from travel?
Travel gives us many things. First, self-confidence. When you travel, you make decisions alone. You learn how to solve problems. Second, communication skills. You talk to strangers. You practice English naturally. And I like one thing you mentioned earlier. Travel changes how we think.
Yes, travel changes our thinking. I also believe travel teaches responsibility. When you miss a bus or lose direction, you learn fast.
Exactly. You learn from mistakes. And that's the beauty of travel. Mistakes become lessons.
Let's go deeper. What skills do people learn when they travel?
Many useful skills. You learn planning. You learn time management. You learn budgeting. You also learn emotional skills. You become more patient. You become more flexible. I like how you said travel teaches responsibility. That's a life skill.
True, and one more skill is independence. When you travel alone, you rely on yourself.
Yes, independence is very important. Travel teaches you to trust yourself.
Some people ask, where should we travel? Is it better to travel far or near?
That's a great point. You don't need to go far. Even a nearby city can teach you something. Travel is not about distance. It's about experience. I really like that you asked this question because many people think travel must be expensive.
Exactly. Travel is not about money. It's about mindset. Why is travel important for a meaningful life?
Because travel connects knowledge with experience. You can read a book about culture, but travel lets you live it. And you said something very deep earlier. Travel makes life bigger. That's why travel is important.
Now, let's talk about something very practical. How should we travel and with whom? First, let's talk about traveling alone. Is solo travel good?
Yes, solo travel is very powerful. When you travel alone, you listen to yourself. You make your own decisions. You understand your strengths and weaknesses. I really like that you said, how should we travel? Because solo travel teaches self-awareness.
That's true. When I travel alone, I learn who I really am.
Exactly. Solo travel builds independence, confidence, and inner peace. But it also requires responsibility and safety awareness.
What about traveling with family?
Traveling with family is about connection. You share memories. You understand each other better. Children learn by seeing, not only by hearing. I like how you moved from solo travel to family travel. It shows balance.
Yes, family travel teaches patience and love.
Absolutely. It strengthens relationships.
Many young people prefer traveling with friends. What do you think?
Traveling with friends is fun and energetic. You laugh more, you share stories, but you also learn teamwork and compromise. I want to repeat something important. Travel shows people's true character.
That's very true. Travel is a real test of friendship. What about traveling with knowledgeable or wise people?
That is one of the best types of travel. When you travel with wise people, every place becomes a lesson. I love how you included this point. Traveling with wise people turns travel into education.
Yes, you learn not only places, but values. So, who is the best travel partner?
The best travel partner is someone who respects your time, respects your values, is patient, is curious, and wants to learn. I really liked your question because it makes people think deeply.
Yes, travel is better when values match. How can we take real lessons from travel?
By reflecting, after travel, ask yourself, what did I learn? What surprised me? What changed me? And you said something earlier about mindset. Travel improves mindset when we think about our experiences.
Exactly. Experience becomes wisdom when we reflect. Now, let's talk about results. After traveling, what really changes in a person?
That's a deep question. Travel does not end when you return home. Its real results appear later. You think differently, you judge less, you listen more. I like that you use the word results because travel has long-term effects.
Yes, I agree. Travel stays inside you. For me, travel changes priorities. Small problems become smaller.
Exactly. Travel gives perspective. You realize that many things you worried about were not that important. And I really like your point about priorities. Travel helps us focus on what truly matters.
How does travel shape our personality?
Travel shapes personality in many ways. You become more open-minded. You become more humble. You accept differences. I want to repeat something you said earlier. Travel stays inside you. That's how personality changes.
Yes, travel slowly builds character.
Absolutely. And character is built through experience, not comfort.
Many wise people talked about travel. Can you share some ideas or quotes?
Of course. One famous idea says, travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer. This means travel adds value to your life. Another wise thought says, travel teaches tolerance. And I really like how you connect travel with wisdom.
Yes, knowledge from books is important, but travel gives living knowledge.
Exactly. Books give information. Travel gives understanding.
Does travel affect life decisions?
Very much. Many people change careers after travel. Many people change habits. Some even change life goals. I want to highlight your earlier sentence again. Travel makes life bigger. That's why decisions change.
True. When life feels bigger, choices become clearer. How can we turn travel into wisdom?
By thinking, not just moving. Observe people, listen more than you speak, and after travel, reflect. You said earlier that reflection is important. That's how travel becomes wisdom.
Yes, without reflection, travel is just movement. Let's talk about mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes while traveling. Are mistakes bad or are they useful?
Mistakes are very useful. In fact, mistakes are one of the best teachers. When you travel, mistakes are part of the journey. Missing a bus, choosing the wrong place, trusting the wrong advice. All these teach you something. I really like that you brought this topic because mistakes help us grow emotionally.
Yes, I agree. When everything is perfect, we don't learn much.
Exactly. Comfort does not build strength. Challenges do. And I want to repeat your idea. Mistakes are teachers, not enemies.
How does travel help emotional growth?
Travel touches emotions deeply. You feel loneliness sometimes. You feel happiness. You feel fear and excitement. All these emotions make you emotionally strong. I really like how you connect travel with emotional growth. It shows travel is not only physical, but emotional.
That's true. Travel teaches emotional balance.
Yes, you learn to stay calm in new situations. You learn to trust yourself.
Many listeners want to improve their English. How does travel help with English?
Travel is one of the best ways to learn English. You don't learn from books only. You learn from real people. You listen, you speak, you make mistakes, and you improve naturally. I love that you always say naturally because language is about use, not perfection.
Yes, when you travel, you stop being afraid of speaking.
Exactly. Confidence grows through practice, and I want to repeat your point. English becomes a tool, not a subject.
What advice do you have for young travelers?
First, Be curious, ask questions, observe people. Second, be respectful. Every culture deserves respect. Third, be patient with yourself. I really like how you focus on learning, not showing off. Travel is not for photos only, it's for growth.
That's very important advice. Travel for learning, not only for pictures.
Exactly. Memories last longer than photos.
How can people use travel experiences in daily life?
By applying lessons. If travel taught you patience, use it at home. If travel taught you communication, use it at work. You said earlier that travel stays inside you. This is how it stays, through action.
Yes, travel changes life when we let it. So, dear friends, our journey for today slowly comes to an end. But remember one thing, this is not the end of travel, and this is not the end of learning. Travel does not only happen on roads. Sometimes it happens inside your heart, sometimes inside your mind.
Yes, and I want to say something from my heart. If today's conversation made you think, if it made you dream, if it made you feel something warm inside, then this podcast has done its job. I really loved how we talked. Honestly, simply, and from real experience.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate your words, your wisdom, and your energy. And dear listeners, thank you for staying with us. Thank you for listening with your heart. Your time means a lot to us.
Before we go, I want to remind you of one simple idea. You don't need to travel far to grow. You just need an open mind and a curious heart. And please remember something beautiful you said earlier. Travel makes life bigger.
Yes, travel makes life bigger, and learning makes life deeper. So wherever you are right now, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep believing in yourself.
We will be here again with more stories, more experiences, and more meaningful conversations.
Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your dreams, and never stop traveling in the world and within yourself.